Happy Sunday to everyone. It's a snowy Sunday in the Northeast. Depending on where you are, it's snowy. I'm in the Northeast, um, in the tri state area, a northeastern tri city area, but as you see, the weather is it's coming down. It's, I guess, like maybe the first winter storm of the year, if you will. And it is, yeah, as you see, like the roads are pretty much dead in both directions. There's not really much that's going on. Yeah. And I saw city. Well, I feel like nights like these are the best. Um, they're whimsical. They're so picturesque, but they're just really calming, and it's just calming and soothing to kind of be in the elements. And you know, there's not many people out, so you kind of get to exist, like make believe exist, like, it's just you in a snow-capped mountain or in a snow-capped world, or you on this adventure, or you on this journey. And so I kind of like it when the weather is like so inclement and it's not much action going on, and you can kind of just make believe anything you want. You can make believe that you're like stuck in a blizzard and there's like a serial killer. I mean, you could pretend that you were like dropped on this snow capped, region, and you're snowed in, and it's fun, and it's, you know, you have your friends and family, and it's romantic and it's crazy. And so, yeah, this is the weather and my neck of the woods. And so, how is your winter checking out so far for 2025? We're approaching the third week of the new year. And so, I mean, it feels like it's already been so much stuff that's happened from like January 1st. It almost feels like we're months in. And in all actuality, we're just like a few weeks in. But that's how you know that, you know, a lot of stuff is going on. But like, let me hear from our viewers. Like, how's the new year been working for you so far? You know what I mean? Like, what challenges have you faced? What successes have you had? What epiphanies have you had? Um, what about the things that you kind of left off with last year that were kind of half done, half finished, and now it's a new year and you're trying to revisit them, you're trying to pick back up where you left off, so to speak. How is that working for you? How is it working, my conscious ones? And so, it's weird because the new year brings so much. Just give me 1 second, viewers. I gotta go cop a pack of smokes. So give me a second. Hi, brother. Can I have Newport Long? How has everything been working out?
Huh?
Has everything been working out? Are
Yeah.
there things that you realize that you have to change, or things you have to kind of,
No,
no? It didn't go through?
It didn't go through.
Okay, do again. And so, what do you feel? It's good, right, brother?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, have a good
Thank
night.
you, thank you.
Okay, brother. And so, what are some things that, you feel like need to be addressed? I mean, last year I left you guys off with like a lot of jewels in terms of like friendships and endings and like, kind of signing off on the things and the people and the shit and your life that was like keeping you back, no longer serving you, that was like a hindrance. I touched on all of that, like how are you wrapping up the end of the year? How are you giving bitches, excuse my language, and motherfuckers, excuse my language, their pink slips that were like just like totally wasting time in your life, totally taking up space, or even, family members that you always were like, trying to help and that were draining you. Like, and it comes a point where it's like, you know what, no matter how much you do, they still refuse to become better. They still refuse to get their shit together. So it's like at some point, you have to say goodbye. So again, um, how do you deal with situations where you've been like hurt, you've been like betrayed, you've been shocked by someone's actions, and someone, someone that you care for, and they've done something that's devastating, that is like life altering? How do you begin to deal with that situation? Because if they're a loved one, then if you love somebody and you care about somebody, you're not just gonna like be done with them and cut them off, even if like what they done was so awful. It's like, you can't just stop loving somebody in like one day. You know what I mean? Like realistically speaking, as much as somebody does something to you like, oh, I hate you. I mean, yeah, you really don't hate them. You're angry, you're sad, you hate the thing they've done, but you really care about them. And so, how do you start to rebuild that line of trust? Or can you even rebuild that line of trust? What if it's a situation that's like a new relationship, right? Like, what if it's someone that, you just recently met and, everything appeared to be going fine, and then you find that this person, has like done something like just awful, but you don't know them, but you don't know them. What do you do? Is it worth like forgiveness? Is it worth giving them a second chance? Or is it like, well, you know what? Let me cut my losses now. Because at the end of the day, we all know as divine souls having an physical experience that we're not perfect, that we are not without fault. Like we all make bad decisions, we all take wrong turns, we all um, make mistakes. And so in this life, it's important to understand that we are not our mistakes. You never, as they say, don't judge a book by its cover. But not only that, but don't judge a person by like one mistake, because we're all going through things. And so for all you know, you can meet someone that's going through a bad day, a bad week, a bad month, even a bad year, and it's not really indicative of who they are. But you know they have a moment, and you judge them according to that moment, and now suddenly you've cast this opinion, or you've feel like you know them and you don't, because we've all had bad times in our lives. We've all made bad choices. There's always been times that we did things that we wish we didn't do. And even when we had to be judged and we had to answer for those things, we wanted mercy, right? We didn't want to be judged by our mistakes. We didn't want to be looked upon like failures, or we, like I said, we didn't want to be judged by our mistakes. And so the same way in which we don't want to be judged, we have to stay clear of judging others. And it's weird because, like they say, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But when you think about, you know, life, and that we all are on this journey, we all are having this experience, we all are trying to figure it out. You want to be empathetic to people. You want to give people the benefit of the doubt. You don't want to go around believing that the whole world is just this horrible, disgusting, dark, hurting place where, the good never wins, the bad always somehow prospers, and then you die. You don't want to take on this very jaded doctrine. Like I said, the good die young, and, the good person never wins, and the good guy always finishes last. I detest that. I reject that. I resent that, because I believe that, um, you know, I believe in the universal law of balance. And so that means that everything has to balance out. There's always an ebb and flow, the darkness and the light. And so we all have to reconcile that darkness and that light in some way, shape, form, or fashion throughout our lives. We're faced with decisions, we're faced with experiences, we're faced with times where we have to um, look into the dark and the light, and not only externally but internally. And we have to make choices that will lead us to the light and that will keep us in the light. And we have to find a way to um, maneuver and to stand up and be brave and fight against the external forces that may be darkness, whatever that is in our lives, whether it be fear, whether it be resentment, whether it be anger, whether it be feelings of like PTSD, abandonment, shame, not having love, not having a strong family tie. Being hurt, being abused, being betrayed. There's a plethora of ways in which we find ourselves battling to get to that light. But one thing's for sure, two things for certain, that as long as you look for the light will always find you. And so I'm coming up on 20 minutes on this live. Um, the weather is outside is frightful. But since we have a home to go, I don't want it to snow. I don't want it to snow. I don't want it to snow. But again, to my followers, to my subscribers, I wish you love and light. I send you divine peace and divine blessings. But just kind of tapping into, the inner parts, to the important parts of our psyche, of our soul, of our being, and understanding that this life we have is marred by so many challenges, so many twists, so many turns. Like, we fall into love, we fall out of love, we meet people we meet love us, they don't love us. Kathy, happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Katie. Katie, happy birthday. I'm sorry. I've just been like rambling. I'm so sorry, but hi, Katie. Happy birthday to you. I'm sending you universal love, universal blessings. I'm gonna almost take off my hood, Katie, because happy birthday to you. What a beautiful day. It's snowing here where I am. I don't know where you are, but again, happy birthday to Katie. Go, Katie. It's your birthday. Yeah, she's a conscious one. So happy birthday to you, Katie, wherever you are. I would love to know where you're checking in from. But I wish you divine peace and blessings and light and love on this legendary day that you were born. And so I wish you happiness and your purpose and divine abundance and all that good stuff to you and your family. But yeah, so that's a beautiful sidebar. Yeah. And so I'm just kind of outside of my flat, enjoying the snow. Gonna head upstairs in a minute. Um, I don't know. I was thinking about cooking, but it's just not gonna work. The weather is just terrible, so I'm probably gonna just do like some sandwiches. I'm gonna do a little cold cut sandwiches for dinner, a little turkey sammy. Maybe I might toast the bread. Maybe I might do a fancy with some peppers and things. But it's a low key night. It's Sunday. But like I said, I'm hoping that everyone that's checked into my live, again, shout out to my subscribers, my conscious ones. It's New Life Revolution over here. It's all about growth. It's all about love. It's all about higher awakening. It's all about self love, our divine purpose, and knowing who we are. Um, and who we are is much more than what we have been told that we are and what we have known ourselves to be. So, my divine ones, I'm going to sign off now. But I hope that you enjoyed this little quick little live that, I came to you guys. It's been a minute. But like I said, you're always on my heart. You're always in my mind. I wish you the best. I really love you guys. We are the collective. We are the consciousness of the divine. We are health. We are strength. We are peace. We are love. We are healing. We are abundance. We are blessed. We are courageous. We are well. Um, we are gifted. We are talented. We are protected. We are nurtured. We are loved for. We are cared for, not only by each other, but by the divine universe. And for that, I would love everyone. I love my life. For more videos like this, subscribe to my channel, like and share my conscious ones.